Potential nerfs and buffs for Marvel Rivals have been leaked, and I've got to say they're very interesting. So I think this is set to happen around season 1, so in a couple of days. And I do like the nerfs. So they appear to be nerfing Hala, which she is the most dominant DPS character in Marvel Rival. A little bit of a nerf with her will do a lot of good, especially when it comes to. I think this is more for a high ranked competitive gameplay, because when you watch like sort of the best, the one above all people play, Hala is she's dominant, man. She's crazy dominant. So like bringing her just down a notch, I think is going to be a really good move for the health of the game. And this is from somebody who said, I don't think there should be any nerfs, but I like what they're doing because they don't seem to be heavy-handed nerfs, but we don't know what exactly they are going to be doing in regards to these nerfs. So maybe they nerf Hala into the ground. That would be a huge L. I think they just need to taper her a little. Another one, the other nerf that is coming. So there's only 2 nerfs coming. There's a lot of people that are actually getting buffs, which I like this a lot more. But the other nerf is Hawkeye. And this I couldn't fucking agree with more. Hawkeye, he shouldn't be able to one-shot if Black Widow can't one-shot. How can the dude with a bow and arrow one-shot and Black Widow can't one-shot? If she can't one-shot DPS for 250 with a sniper rifle, I'm sorry, but Hawkeye shouldn't be able to do it, especially when he has a fast attack time. Like it does not make any sense. So the 2 nerfs that are going to be taking place are Hala and Hawkeye, and I think this is fantastic for the game. And we have 4 heroes that are going to get buffed. So a Storm buff, we don't know what that buff would entail, but considering as she is the worst character in the game, a buff I think is needed for her. And another buff, Wolverine will be getting a buff, and we don't know what this buff is. That seems a little weird to me. I think Wolverine's not he doesn't seem like a bad character. He seems like a high skill level character, but he doesn't seem bad. So buffing Wolverine, I'd be really interested to see what exactly they do with him. So Captain America, he's getting a movement buff. So I reckon that's fine. A little bit of extra movement for Captain America. That seems like a pretty good thing. And the last buff that is going to be taking place is a Venom movement buff, which Venom has. He's a Spider-Man. He's a spider. He has pretty good movement as it is. So I'd be interested to see what his movement looks like after this buff takes place, because that could be really interesting. Now, my thoughts are, why the fuck isn't Black Widow on this list? Because you buff Storm, and I play Black Widow. You buff Storm, my favorite character is now the worst one in the game. You need to, I don't know, add a smoke bomb maybe to Black Widow's kit. Something needs to be done for Black Widow. I think she's incredibly powerful. She's also, now that people are getting good, she's just baseline worse than a lot of other characters. Like just baseline, when you look at their strengths and weaknesses and what they can do, she is just significantly weaker than a lot. So I suppose Rip Bozo, fuck, that's gonna suck, man. I was kind of hoping I'd see a little bit of a Black Widow, a little bit of a buff, maybe a new skill. I think she doesn't need anything crazy. The ability to one-shot would make her an amazingly fun character. Just one-shot DPS, just 250 headshot. Headshots are so hard to hit. Like it's a difficult thing to do. But I think that would make her amazing. But overall, I think I think these changes seem to be good. We'll see what they look like when they're actually implemented, because they could nerf Hawkeye and Hala into the ground. They could over nerf or they could over buff. But overall, I think the list seems pretty good. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think of these changes, who you think should be buffed or nerfed. I'm a big sort of let's improve Black Widow just a little bit sort of person, but like, subscribe, do all that good shit if you want. If not, all good. I do hope you have a good day. Cheers.